On this day in history, Ronald Reagan was born, February 6, 1911. President Ronald Wilson Reagan is born in Tampico, Illinois. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, served for 2 terms from 1981 to 1989. Known as the Great Communicator, he was the first actor to be elected president after 2 centuries of mainly lawyers and soldiers. Reagan delivered a rousing speech in support of presidential candidate Barry Goldwater at the Republican National Convention in 1964, which in effect launched his political career.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
After 2 terms as governor of California, he made a bid for the Republican presidential ticket in 1976, losing to Vice President Gerald Ford. In 1980, he gained the nomination and beat out embattled Democratic incumbent Jimmy Carter to become president, ushering in a new era of conservatism in American politics. Reagan possessed an uncanny ability to simultaneously project toughness, humility, and affability. He survived an assassination attempt just weeks into his first term and bounced back with vigor, retaining his sense of humor. An immensely popular and influential leader, Reagan's administration was notable for freeing American hostages taken captive in Iran during Carter's term and for resurrecting a no-nonsense image of American strength abroad. Perhaps most notably, his increase in military spending and bold anti-communist rhetoric contributed to the collapse of the Soviet Union. Shortly after publicly denouncing the Soviet Union as the evil empire, he cultivated a successful diplomatic and personal relationship with Russian leader Mikhail Gorbachev. His popular appeal, which resulted in a landslide second-term election, could not save his second term from scandal. In 1986, many Americans were angered when evidence surfaced that his administration had struck a covert deal to sell Iran arms and used proceeds from the sale to finance anti-communist guerrillas in Nicaragua. Reagan's advisors successfully kept Reagan uninformed of the dirty details, and he was able to plead plausible deniability, for which he was dubbed the Teflon president. Despite the scandal, Reagan's image as the embodiment of traditional American values endured with many. Americans were also captivated by his seemingly picture-perfect marriage. He and his wife, Nancy, were often photographed together on their ranch in California, dancing in each other's arms at state functions or holding hands. Nancy placed her husband at the center of her life. "My life really began when I married my husband," she once reminisced. In 2004, Ronald Reagan died at age 93 after a long struggle with Alzheimer's disease.
Friends, we did it. We weren't just marking time, we made a difference. We made the city stronger, we made the city freer, and we left her in good hands. All in all, not bad. Not bad at all.